Don't shoot me.
Oh, here he is.
Is that a defense?
We were talking about you earlier.
I sense a disturbance in the force, and that was Nick talking about putting mayonnaise on lasagna.
Did you feel it when I called you a Guido or a Wop?
No.
I don't think insults
That's
really
okay.
like drag people.
But that's okay.
I've heard worse from angry cops.
I found a biofoamer.
Yeah, Carl Winslow.
No, not Carl Winslow.
Don't
Biofoamer.
Carl Winslow.
Oh god.
Biofoamer.
She said, yeah, the cop looked like the dad from the Family Matters with Steve Urkel.
No
I was
clicking.
like, Carl Winslow? And she was like, yeah, he looked like Carl Winslow, but he was so mean. You're supposed to be jolly.
I'll say the first real instance that I had with a Hawaiian cop, I got put in handcuffs because I made a mistake. No, I did a thing. I drove a goddamn company vehicle, the Navy vehicle, the goddamn stupid van, into another vehicle while it was parked because I wanted a spot, and I just carried a dude into the fucking ER, and I was worried about him and whatever. And I drove into another dude's truck. So I did the right thing, and I called the cops and had them come out there and like investigate and whatever. And because my Arkansas license was expired, this fucking Hawaiian cop was gonna arrest the shit out of me. And then the fucking army cop was like, the army MP was like, hold on. Like I was in handcuffs, leaning against this like cop car, and he made a phone call. He's like, no, dude, just fucking go home. Don't drive, but go home. And I got off of it. So fuck Hawaiian cops. They don't like brown people.
The one interaction
they don't like brown people in the military, I guess.
I had the one interaction I've had with a Hawaii cop. My flight came in from I was on leave for something, and I came back, and I had somebody else from my boat come pick me up, and it's like 2 a.m. And this guy, he almost never drives. He stays on base. He doesn't go anywhere. But this fucking guy, he picks me up, and it's 2 a.m., so nobody's on the fucking roads. And as we're driving back to base from the airport, he's about to get off on the wrong exit. It's one of those, I forget exactly the name of the road, but it's one of the roads where if you get off on that exit, you're gonna add 20 minutes to your time because there's nowhere to turn around.
Go from the airport to the base?
Yeah. It takes you...
definitely hopped onto 201 going west.
Yeah, so I was like, the wrong road, and he swerved back onto the primary road. And then out of nowhere, we were the only ones on the road, and then out of nowhere a cop rolls in, blares the alarms, pulls us over. And first of all, it's 2 a.m. and he's wearing sunglasses.
Cop?
Yeah, the cop. And then the cop is like, you drinking, blah, blah, blah. And sure. But, we explain that, I just got back from leave. And then he gets license and registration, and then he comes back and he's like, this is expired. Because Kelly had registration that expired by a month. It was barely expired. And he was immediately you knew this was expired, you're lying to me, you should have gotten this fixed, and you just haven't because you're a lazy piece of shit. And he's like, I had no idea, this is news to me, I didn't know it was expired, I never look at the damn thing. And then he said, I happen to know for a fact that every time you go on base, they check your registration. And we're like, no, that doesn't happen. What are you talking about? And then he took his sunglasses off and he's like, you're going to look me in the eye and tell me they don't check your registration when you go on base. Yes? Okay, he was so sure that that's not a thing. And he was so immediately you're fucking with me. He's like, no, I am the head... I forget how he phrased it, but it was basically he's the king cop of all of Pearl Harbor, or all of Hawaii, rather, not Pearl Harbor.
The head kahuna.
Yeah, I'm the big kahuna.
I'm the big kahuna of police tribe.
Of police kind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Police kind?
Yeah, Kine.
Yeah, kind. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that there were leaks of Votan in Hawaii.
No, there are. Believe you me, there.
Anyway, so he says he's some big swinging dick in the police force on all of Oahu, and I think it's bullshit because if he really was, he wouldn't be out writing tickets at 2 a.m.
I do it for fun.
But whatever, right? And so he goes back and he comes back and he's like, what do you guys do? What do you guys in the military? And then Kelly says he's a cook. And he takes like a lot of interest in Kelly being a cook.
Smooth, Justin.
You saw
How
that?
do you switch weapons on this fucking thing?
Why?
It's not E.
It's not E.
So he's just bullying Kelly for being a
Well,
cook.
well, no. It's not that he's bullying him. He takes a lot of interest, asks a ton of questions.
Oh, it's
And I
cute.
guess when he's satisfied that Kelly's a real cook, he's like, I'm gonna let you off with a warning because you're a cook, and I like cooks. And then he drove, and then we're sitting there like, and he gets in his car, peels out, and speeds away. And while Kelly's still like putting his shit away, like back in his like glove box, the cop is already like a mile up the road. We're like, what the
He was
fuck was
probably
that?
high. That's probably why he had his sunglasses on.
Well, you just ran into the fucking
How'd you guys get on the boat?
Like Hawaiian Super Troopers.
Well, no, I mean, I was gonna say you guys ran into the Hawaiian, is a Zodiac killer.
The Hawaiian Zodiac killer.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking light you up, and then he's just like, voice in my head says cooks are good.
It was so fucking bizarre.
We're headed. Take him out.
I've had 2 interactions with police in Hawaii. The first one, I was Chief Hurst was out of town, and he asked me to house sit for him. So he loaned me his car, and fucking I'm in Waikiki. I'm picking Dolly up from work, and so in Waikiki, tourists show up, and they're just like, "What are road laws?" Like nothing else matters. Like either I'm gonna get to the other side of the street, or I'll get hit by this car and die here. Whatever happens first, I welcome it. Okay, that's just like how they are and how they act.
Right.
And so I'm there, and I'm pulling through this fucking intersection, because what do you do when you're at a light trying to take a turn, but there's too much traffic? Well, you pull into the intersection, wait for the light to change, and then you go through, right? So I pull into the fucking intersection, the light changes, but it's still crammed with tourists who don't give a shit that it's gone to don't walk. And so I'm sitting there waiting for the tourists to clear out, and then suddenly there's like a flashlight just in my passenger side. And I look over, and I'm like, oh shit, am I about to get fucking like carjacked? But no, it was a cop. And then there's a flashlight on my side shining directly into my eyes. So I raise my hand up, and they get all pissed off. They're like, don't fucking move. I'm like, fucking what? I was like, what do they even do? And they like started like, oh, what is that? Because I had like a Red Bull in the cup holder, and I was like, is that alcohol? It's a Red Bull. Is there alcohol in that?
Red Bull and vodka, brother. You
It's
want
a Red
some?
Bull.
Shit.
And like they fucking take my license and look at it like, why do you have a New York license? I was like, because I'm from New York. You military? Yes. And they fucking like deliberate amongst themselves for a second. And they come back, well, what are you doing like in the fucking intersection? I was like, I'm waiting for the tourists to get out of the way so I can fucking take the turn like while the light's red. And they're like, I see the dude, he does that thing that like guys who think they're badasses and like they want to show how mad they are do, when they kind of like they push their cheek out with their tongue while they're staring at you really hard, like,
Yeah,
I
that
don't know why I
fucking
just did it, like you can see me.
Like, fuck off, douche. No one cares.
Yeah. And it's 2 like local dudes, and they're just like grilling the fuck out of me, and they're like, well, don't be fucking doing that shit. And they like fucking like walk off back to the sidewalk. I'm like, doing what? Like obeying the fucking traffic code?
Copy that. Run over tourists.
Run over tourists. That's what
Understood.
that was the answer.
And the other time, like I tried to be slick because I knew my safety was out.
Yeah.
And I'm driving back from the next towards home, and we're going up. There's that little turn off by Moanalua where like there's like the housing on your left and right, but the one on the right there's like this little turn-in. It's like a semicircle of like dirt right next to the road, and then there's houses. And so I was like, I know, I'll do something slick. And so I turned in there real quick because the cop was behind me. And so she took the next turn and like parked, and I started to pull up, and I was like, well, shit. And I went to pull out and go home, and naturally I got pulled over. So I stop, and she comes up, and like, she's not mean, she's not loud, she's not angry, but she's very like official. She's like, hey, like license registration. I was like, oh yeah, sure thing, ma'am. I'm on level with you. Like I just got back from employment. Like I know my safety's out. I'm trying to get I'm getting my safety done so I can get the registration renewed because I know that's out too. And she's like, okay. You know why I stopped you? I was like, is it because I was like, no, let me play it
Because I'm
smart.
handsome.
And she's like, you were being really fucking suspicious when you pulled that little fucking move back there. There's been like carjackings up here. I was like, in housing? He's like, yeah, a bunch of cars have been stolen. She's like, so I'm just gonna run the plate, make sure it's not fucking stolen. And so she goes, like, checks the plate and comes back. And she's like, guessing you're military? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, alright, well, you know,
I was on a civilian
weird.
deployment.
Don't be weird like that. She's like, I'm gonna level with you. Like, we're not gonna stop you for like a safety or registration. Like, we're well aware of like how much of like a fucking headache it is. Just don't be fucking sketchy. And I was like, you know what?
on a civilian
That's-
deployment.
That's totally fucking fair. And she gave me a ticket. Well, she should. But it was literally like just for the fucking safety. And she checked no on like, is the person like a service member, so I wouldn't have to deal with fucking reporting to the command and all that. And it was like, I think a $60 ticket.
Same.
Honestly, like Hawaii cops, like I feel like they don't bother people as much because there's no room on the highway to build those little like hideouts or whatever. And I guess the state already makes enough money from like.
Well, they
tourism
drive
sales
personal
tax.
vehicles.
They do, yeah. Bro, I brought my Dodge Charger. Just secure Dodge Charger. I love Dodge Chargers.
No, it's fucking Forerunners every time. Toyota Forerunners, like the 2018 area. Like, you know, you having a kid, I think you'll be fine. I'm talking about like,
I'm mostly worried. I know Justin. Do we really want his crotch spawn raised and trained by him, loose and free in the world? They know.
I'm so worried this kid is gonna be the next Hitler.
Yeah, he's half Vietnamese, half retarded.
They Jesus, Scambo.
It's Vietnamese, so it's half retarded.
No, I said it's
God.
half Vietnamese and half retarded.
Oh, okay. I was just like, God damn.
Julie.
Could you call your rich uncle and have him put a hit out?
Yeah. for
Something
real.
about rubber trees or whatever in the French.
Look at me.
Mm.
My favorite part about
I kind of want to make one of those World War I style like propaganda posters about Justin's kid. Just like a picture of Justin and then like an amorphous blob next to him. Like, is this the man you want creating the future of America? Vote no on Justin's baby.
You killed me.
I am invincible.
Everybody get him! He's targeting all the Wendy's throwaways for himself. His armor's impregnable.
I'll impregnate the bitch. Oh, fuck.
Everybody get him! My god, the ultimate military technology just left lying on the street.
Trash can.
Oh shit, watch out!
I'm gonna run out of ammo before I actually die.
He's gonna be stuck in there. Because I'm gonna be
Is
standing
there
on
any
top
way
of
to
the
even
trash.
open this again?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
push. I can let myself out.
Yeah, see? I let him out.
As we're all
Brett,
opening
man.
up, have I told you guys about the time I committed murder?
I backed over a man in the back of a Hannaford's parking lot and kept driving.
I'd do it
It's
again.
Trader Joe's.
I may be fat in a year, just so you guys know.
Ooh, that's my thing.
That's my thing.
I'm the fat friend.
Size.
Yo, I have a goatee or whatever they call it. Oh god, there's a grenade.
I threw a grenade
goatee?
and bounced off the door
Yeah,
frame.
goatee.
I have a goatee. That's when you spread
Yeah, a
your
goatee.
asshole, dude.
I fucking do it. I'll do it again. Why do you have grenades on you? What the fuck?
What do you mean?
That hurt a lot.
What do you have grenades on you? I'm a soldier.
I'm a gun shooter, man.
What do you have grenades on you? What are you, a Fed? That grenade is bad. Oh my god. I heard the tick. I didn't see something fly in front of me. I heard a tick behind me. I was like, oh god. Is it black screen for you guys? Okay,
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
walked into the elevator instead of fucking around with Virgil, and it loaded
I
the next
stood in
mission.
the I stood in the elevator for like 30 seconds and nothing happened.
Maybe it likes me more.
I guess so.
That thing's
Oh, Justin should have hosted.
kind of reminds me of like, oh, I'm sorry. I was a little busy making sure perfume over here didn't take around and blow us all up.
Always thinking with his gun.
He got
Never thinks
sad.
one bit.
Me?
You want the ride of my turret, Rick?
Sure. Bye, Buck.
All right, Buck, get in shotgun.
I'm on
Get-
your side.
Get in. Monkeys.
Get ready. More of them.
Rick,
Look how mobile we all are now.
heading on a highway somewhere near adventure.
Somewhere near? I was looking for.
This is the remix.
Driving down on Pulaski Highway.
Yeah.
Oops, I fucking missed my turn.
Fucking useless, Rick.
Did you shoot me?
I would never. Wait, Justin.
Are you kidding me?
What?
What happened?
It just rolled right over me and took out a bunch of my treads. Or a bunch of my tread covers, rather.
But the dig site's on the other side of the city.
But the dig site's on the other side of the city. Shut up, Buck.
We have to fill you with that.
It's like they're trying to turn us into glass. Oh, my mongoose! You're gonna pay for that.
Using that mongoose, are you fucking insane?
I was driving that mongoose.
There's another one right here.
Yay!
What are you talking about?
Scarabs?
Scarab, thank you, that was it.
Permanent bastard! This is like Reeks all over again.
I know what they're talking about because I've played that game.
Right.
There are rivals.
Nick, did you read me?
Sick jump.
Change your plan.
Thanks,
You're
King.
coming to us.
Sky's kind of crowded, Gunny.
There's no other way. Covenant just
Thanks for giving birth to me just now, Mr. Tank.
Get airborne. Fly the Phantom to my
Dude, that was fucking awful.
Stay clear.
We saved them and
I could take Buck. In a fight, right?
You're gonna have to climb over me.
Oh, it warped me out.
I'm gonna make the block into smaller blocks. Justin, you're not gonna help me make big block into smaller blocks?
I thought about it, and then I decided I wasn't gonna do that.
Oh, you're as useless as a moron on a mongoose.
Au contraire, I have a sniper rifle. So I'm extra useless.
yes.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk.
I'm a walking man. I love to walk.
You can
One
tell-
foot down, followed by the other.
Down, down,
I'm a walking man. So tell your mother. Because that's alright, and that's okay. I put my foot to the pavement every day.
We can try to understand those cycling fucks who block my path. He just like breaks the rhyme scheme and starts getting really angry.
So pulls out a gun.
The rest of the song is just him yelling about cyclists.
Now I gotta do something that I'm gonna regret.
The beat's
The cyclist
still
must die.
going, but
The
there's no
cyclist must
singing.
die.
There's no singing. He's just
Cyclist must die.
A griffin is like, it's a lion's body with an eagle's head and wings. A chimera is a lion with an extra head that's a goat, and then its tail is a snake.
Actually, a griffin is a fat person.
What?
You're welcome.
You heard him.
Like Peter Griffin and
he made
either
a.
of their
He's
kids.
talking about Family Guy, isn't that?
I made a
funny?
Family Guy joke. Hey, this is like that time where I made that other Family Guy joke. Justin, watch through all of your videos.
I'm not doing that, but if you make one, I'll cut it. I'll like cut the audio and overlay it onto something else.
Oh god, I'm trying to think of anything Family Guy related because I don't watch that show.
Nothing is from Family Guy. It's all references.
My name is Klaus. I am the fish.
American Dad. That's
There you go.
Don't worry, Rick. I'll await confirmation of your ritualistic suicide in the same way that Roman generals would kill themselves rather than face the failure of defeat.
No prisoners, no mistakes.
I'll wait for the letter.
What's his damage?
It's
I don't know,
scared.
it's in
It
that
doesn't
book.
want to go up into the Covenant ship.
What can I say?
Stupid idiot, we're
It was
defecting.
a hell of a night.
Well, while it's supposed to be like a dumb animal, even though they're super engineers. Like,
Just imagine like a bunch of like hairless chimps with guns showed up and they were just like, come with us, person who knows how to turn a screwdriver.
yeah, and then you're like, I don't want to get inside my car.
Oh, it's more like, I don't want to get inside of like the rape van that I got abducted from my home in.
Trauma? What's that?
Give him some meds, would you?
Oh my god! I swear to God, I thought he said, "Give him some mints, will ya?" Whoa!
Don't
dude.
smoke a menthol. He'll be fine. It's like, whoa, Buck. What the fuck?
It won't bite, and unlike you, it knows what to tell those cruisers to keep them off our tail.
I think they're too
Yes,
busy
this is
to care.
slave. I have not been liberated. No, there are no human support.
Looking for.
And it turns and it gives an alien thumbs up to Pilot's just like, oh no.
Win this war?
They clip through each other.
She looks like she just took a bunch of Botox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dog just noticed that Buck is Nathan Fillion.
Does you want to play ODST with us?
She was like, she's like, oh my god, is that Nathan Fillion?
I love how his model is just his real life face.
I like that they do that in games.
Can't improve on perfection.
Yeah, I do too, Rick. And it also
That's
is
why
great
Buck's
because
model
he's
is
done cosplay as Buck, and it just looks like real life Buck walking around. Because obviously, of course it does.
I know what the aliens like.
I know what the ladies like.
The brutes. The bastards who put bombs on your buddies and kill millions of my people.
Look at his bug eyes.
They're digging a mighty big hole. You're gonna tell me exactly what they're looking for. And then you're gonna help me stop them.
It's crazy that we thought this looked good.
Yeah.
This was nice. I like this. Are you still scared of Legendary mode, Scambo?
I've never been scared of Legendary on anything except for Halo 2.
You say that, but like you
because
were
of the
talking
Iron
about
Man.
getting your shit pushed in on Legendary that one time.
On Reach, when like I was trying it by myself.
The easiest one.
The easiest one. Yes.
Playing Reach like solo, like not doing fucking like the speedrunner approved fucking like.
Correct. It's still not that
Still
bad.
easiest.
It's still the easiest.
Press next out here.
I've played these campaigns a lot more than you have.
I was able to beat Halo 1 on Legendary, like
When I was young and had the reflexes, I could do it. But now that I'm old, it's harder. I don't get it. Maybe the games are just harder now.
yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go eat dinner now, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Tell fucking Master Tech Sergeant Rick.
It's not a
that I
tech
said
sergeant.
hello. Fine, Superior Master Technical Sergeant, whatever.
No,
the
he's
Air
a master sergeant.
Whatever the Air Force fucking pins accolades on for bravely, I don't know, manning a computer.
You guys are so mean to the Air Force.
Their life is better than mine.
They know what they did.
They deserved it.
All right. Let's end on a joke. Someone say something funny.
Penis.